I've spent some time now talking to people who are expert in international development. I had a fascinating meeting in London not long ago with an organization that, this is not something most of us will have to worry about, an organization that trains the really rich as to where they can make the most effective contributions with their wealth. One of their rules is invest in causes, not in consequences. Where all our minds are drawn naturally, and they should be, to kids who are starving or to things who are, but find out why they're starving. What can be done to stop the starvation? Obviously, help the kids if you can, but what can be done to stop the starvation? And that's if that's an interesting rule for philanthropy, which it is, it's a pretty good rule generally. And when one talks about, and two things flow from that. One is there is an almost universal consensus that one of the causes is education. That if you're going to do good things for future generations, you have to increase the quality and accessibility of education. But secondly is, what's education about? Education is about, in effect, learning how to cope. Part of that is learning how earlier generations cope. Part of it is learning that you've got enough confidence that if you're faced with something, you can probably figure some way through. So the investment in education from a social point of view is very important. But also, education is not about what might be written on a certificate you receive. It's about the things you learn about how you can respond to a problem or an opportunity or a confusion. Part of our life is running into things that we don't really understand. How did this happen? And you can't just walk away. You can't sort of put your head under the pillow every day and say, I'm going to pretend that isn't there, because it is there. And there's an array of counselors and other people you can go to on these sorts of things. But at the end of the day, even to accept a counselor's opinion, you have to have some sense that it's more likely to come to you from education than it is if you haven't had that option. Because these mysteries, while they're new to us, aren't new to the world, and somebody has seen them before.